Test. There we go. All right, stream, welcome back to the MMocracy. I am your host, and we are live. I'm a little bit late, a couple minutes late. I had to get my Earl Grey before I could go live. But yeah, welcome back. Hopefully, we'll have a good stream tonight. Part of the reason why I was late is I'm working on my channel intro video for Mr. Best Friend, and the reasons why he is a solo self-found necromancer. So I've got a full script. It's already been recorded. I figured out a way around the microphone. So as you know, if you've been watching, I'm not a big fan of the microphone I have right now. It's on my list to purchase an actual good directional boom mic. It's just going to take a little bit of money. So what I did was I used a narrator text to speech, and it actually adds to it. It's like not as cheesy. It's like friggin' hilarious. So I've already recorded that portion. I've written it and recorded it, and now I'm just working on getting the video portion of that added. So pretty excited for that, and that'll go. I'll play that at the beginning of each of my streams to kind of set the stage for why Mr. Best Friend is the way he is, why his name is Mr. Best Friend, but for some reason he has no friends. I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be pretty funny. So but yeah, looking forward to streaming for you guys. Just got, let's see, I hit a point on my last stream where I decided I was no longer going to look for the words for hungry earth, the undead root, and I was just gonna tough it out to level 34. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna make it to level 34. At that point, I'll get an actual root. I can root anything, not just undead. And I figured that was better use of my time than trying to farm level 16 mobs repeatedly to try to get this undead root. Skyless Raven, there was a Mr. Best Friend in real life? I really hope not. I really hope there's not like a namesake for Mr. Best Friend and it's like a bad thing. I should Google this. When you Google Mr. Best Friend, all it says is who are Mr. Beast's best friends. Kids are obsessed with that guy. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Skyless Raven. Glad to see you. Can always count on you showing up for sure every single time. My most diligent supporter, and for that I honor you. We need to make we need to make a Skyless Raven award. This channel needs to have a Skyless Raven award for longtime supporters of the stream. So what am I doing? I'm gonna run into the bank here, and I'm gonna bank my stuffs. Just offload some coppers and silvers. I am up to 400 plat. That is crazy. Never imagined I would get this much plat on this guy. And then I think so I've got some words I've got to get rid of here. And in my channel intro that I'm recording, I talk about the words. So I don't want to give too much of it away, but yeah. Words are definitely a theme. Let's see, I can do some quick research with words of enlightenment and words of anthology. If it seems like I'm a little phlegmy, it's because I went for a run outside. I had a really good run. I felt great. And afterwards, I started sneezing and couldn't stop because it's really dusty in Arizona. Words of absorption. Let's see what these are. That's for harm shield and intensified death. If I have words of refuge, which I do, and I have words of absorption, maybe we can get a new spell here? Ooh, we did. Nice. I don't want to mix that up with my other words. Words of the incorporeal. So yeah, I was a little bit slow getting on the stream because I was working on that video. I'm starting to really like video editing. Okay, those words of the incorporeal are for a mend bones. And then I think eventide is the ones that we really want for shadow sight. And that takes words of discernment. I have no idea why Mr. Beast is popular. He literally just threw money at things. Yeah, that's probably the answer. I don't think we have the other words we need. Discernment? I have so many words. I do not have the other words to go with the words of eventide. That stinks because I was really, really hoping that I would have them. And I know I need words of allure for my level 24 pet, and I don't have those either. Yeah, we can scribe harm shield. Oh, I already have harm shield. Somehow I already did this. That's funny. I have research brain. I can't remember all of the ones. So about you saying you were late, I was thinking it was still an hour off. This time change is confusing. Are we not on Pacific? Let's see. Because Arizona's weird. Oh, I've been telling people the wrong thing. Oh my gosh. Pacific time is 6:30. Oh, I'm glad you pointed that out. Now I feel bad. I've been telling people 7:30, not realizing, because Arizona doesn't do daylight savings time. They give two shits about daylight savings time. They just keep the same time all the time. My bad. Wow. Dang, I feel kind of dumb. I should have checked that a long time ago because I've just been saying 7:30, 7:30 in my stream for like months. Yeah, I'll be here at 7:30, and then it's like people are like, "Where are you at, bro?" Wish Michigan would do that. Yeah, it's kind of nice. Let's see. What do I need to do? Where should we go? I feel like Warslicks is gonna be just like crammed. Although we could check the brute caves. Yeah, all good things happening over here. I'm like kind of found a way around the mic. I can just record audio, voiceover, whatever. I mean, it's kind of lame in a way that it's not my own voice, but I can record with this text to speech program that I'm already paying for, so I might as well get some use out of it. Let's see. Leanan. Oh, I got a max level pet on first try. There was a great debate in Michigan about removing daylight savings, but they decided it needed to be studied before changing it. I mean, I can kind of respect studying things, but like it's already been studied. Like it's already been done. Um that's part of the reason why they don't do it in Arizona because the studies showed that people like the amount of car accidents and like just bad stuff that happens right after the time change does not like justify the gain. There was probably some politician out there who was like, "Well, if this changes, my business, is going to have this problem." So he just was like, "No, we're not doing that." Hope you're having a good day, Skyless Raven. I had a very busy day myself. I was into work at normal time, very busy at work all day, lots going on, lots of things to keep track of in my job. Had an impromptu meeting about getting a forklift. That's how interesting my job is. But we need a forklift, so what the hell? And yeah, did what they call a deployed health assessment, which is really funny. I went to Croatia. I went to Croatia in May, and I have to talk to a doctor in November about my trip to Croatia, where they ask me like, "Did you see any dead bodies?" And I'm like, "No, bro, I went to freaking Croatia. Like, can't you guys do this with like just save this for the people who went to actual bad places?" I mean, I get it. Like, there's a need. There's obviously a need to do this, to have these questions, because the some of the things you can see in an actual combat zone are pretty disturbing, right? But like Croatia, yeah, not so disturbing. I had a lot of gelato. All right, so you know what, guys? Giant Fort's not really looking too bad. Um, oh no, I wonder if the Greenwood is gonna pull with the Evergreen. Or what if we, because I need to get out the other side of this giant fort to go to Brutes. Actually, I should do a camp check before I run all the way out to Brutes. Well, even traveling to another country can trauma people, so it's probably for them. I mean, yeah. You never know what you're doing, you know? You never know what, like, you could go to places that are nice and still end up doing, you know, dealing with shitty things, so. Alright, we're gonna go traditional, like, rot. What do I need on my bar? I need leech. I need my dots, my life tap. Main death always stays on the bar. I can kind of sub Allure of Death in as I go. I guess we'll go with the big ass nuke. Alright, we're gonna go for it, guys. We're gonna kill some giants. We're gonna kill some big old boys. You know what? I'm not even gonna fight my way out the other side. This looks like a big nasty giant. Let's go. The thing you gotta watch out for is the amount of uh running that they do. Hopefully it doesn't bash me. Yeah, he bashed me. Oh my gosh, they hit so hard. And oh, I thought he was going to go out this side. Oh, I need to get the leech spell up on him. Alright, so here's the issue, is he ends up going down there. I don't know if they social. Okay, he's coming back. And then his, yeah, it's like he just kind of runs off. So, like, here's where I'm just like, I just need a nuke, because he's going to end up, if he does social, he's going to totally social that guy down there. But we did it. We killed him. And I'm about 30% to 29, which is good. All right. My grandfather tells a story about one of the people he did boot camp with going to Vietnam and unalive himself from just traveling there. Yeah, that is really sad. Yeah, I know people that dealt with the Afghanistan debacle where when Afghanistan fell to the Taliban and they were just flying on the planes taking people in and out, but it was like pretty traumatic because of the stuff they saw on the planes and just the people and the tension and everybody being scared. That is sad. Excuse me. Okay, if I type Mr. Best Friend into Google and I put the quotation marks so Google can't tell me about Mr. Beast, Mr. Best Friend is a t-shirt on Pinterest. It's a necklace on Etsy. I feel okay. Actually, let's try this. Mr. with a dot. Mr. Best Friend is a short film made in 2010 as well. I'm alright with these odds. Apparently there's a SpongeBob clip as well. That might be funny video fodder for later, this SpongeBob clip. Could there be a safer spot to fear kite these is kind of what I'm wondering. I think that other guy is in it. It doesn't look like there's a shortage of giants, though. There's not like a group here just wrecking. Then again, I don't know. Because now I'm seeing like no giants. I wonder what level the over there starts at. That's one area I've not done a lot of leveling in. Let's see. If you zone in from Warslicks, there's level 23 to 29 mobs, like right there. I don't know if it's a one of those things though where you're like running really far. I don't want that. I don't want a like I have to run super far just to oh, that guy just pulled it, dude, right out from under me. And this is risky. If we pull this guy, if we pull the greenwood, is he a blue greenwood? No. If we pull this guy back, are we going to end up getting aggro? Uh-oh. I didn't memorize my leech spell. Oh my gosh. It's foraged. Yeah, we need to fear now. There we go. I guess it's a little bit safer when you think about it that there's other people out here. Because now there's not like a ton of giants. Because like ordinarily there would be a bunch of giants down there. Uh-oh. The snare wore off. I need to get that snare on him or he's going to be moving quick. These guys have an absolute ton of health. Oh, he bashed me again. It's a little bit scary. There we go. With those dots ticking though, all three dots, or I guess the snare isn't really a very good dot, but with the dots ticking, it does work pretty good. The hour timer has been set. What happens in an hour? Malachite, that's junk. Remind you to eat. Yeah, I have the same problem. I will go way too long without eating because I just get focused on other things. We need some different synthwave. We need synthwave. So how was your new game, Skyless? How was your the animal shelter? I almost said My Little Pony. I don't know why. My girlfriend is actively making My Little Pony necklaces right now. She bought those like mystery packs where you cut them open and there's a different pony in each one, and she's making them into necklaces. And if you guys want to support her stream, she's under her username is here. I'll type it out. Sad Horse X. Ooh, I think the dry needling is worn off. Here we go. We've got a greenwood. We're just gonna go ahead and pluck him before he gets too close to the others. See if we can fear. He's gonna get, yeah, he's gonna bash me. Haven't played it yet. Installed it last night and had an episode of not touching. Hey, that might be good. Might be good to stay off the computer a little bit. Let's see. Fear is gonna wear off, so we'll do this. I don't like how they walk through. Oh my. We need to like poison the crap out of him now before he pulls something else. Oof. This is kind of scary. So I've decided I'm gonna play Season of Discovery on World of Warcraft. It might be a good time. But what I haven't decided yet is what class should I play? Like what is the ideal class for me to play in this new old world? I'm thinking like Shaman Tank. It sounds really cool, but I feel like they're gonna be like dime a dozen because everybody's like, "Oh, Shaman Tank." Um, Hunter is obviously has always been my favorite. I don't think I'll play a mage, although healing mage sounds kind of cool. Decided I'm gonna skip it. I may play it at some point, but not gonna force it. Yeah, there will be, from the way it looks set up, basically 25 is gonna be the level cap. I feel like that's gonna take people, 24 hours to get to, and then they're gonna do like I saw Agran said like 8 weeks, like about 8 weeks between content updates, and then as soon as they up the level cap again, you get a bonus to experience on the previous levels up to that point, up to the point I think of 25. So if they up it to 30, you're gonna get bonus levels or bonus experience from 1 to 25. So that gives you plenty of time to like just be like, yeah, I didn't want to play it at first, but if you want to come back later, you can. And even though I've said I think they're trying to do too much, it's going to be a nightmare to balance. I, I need to I need to be a little bit more, what's the right word? Forgiving, more accepting. Basically, they've put a lot of thought into what they're trying to do. And now it's going to be up to them to execute. But I can definitely see like the passion for it. Like they're not just, these guys, Holly Longdale, Agrin, they're not just going and like slapping another coat of paint on WoW Classic, right? Like they could just keep re-releasing WoW Classic and just forget about it and have a money printer. People would come back. They're trying to do things that are different, so I want to support that. Even though I think maybe yesterday open-minded. Yeah, thank you, Skyless. You always have my back. I need to temper my expectations a little bit. My little tirade about like, this is crazy or whatever. And I mean, I did caveat it with, I hope that I'm wrong, and I still do. But yeah, I need to be more open-minded. It's not that bad. The only thing is, me personally, I just kind of wanted another regular server. So that's why this is like such a deviation that I'm like, I just wanted a regular server. And if they did a little bit of rule changes, like I'm thinking rule changes like, um, you know, oh my gosh, please turn. Thank you. Rule change like maybe Horde can have paladins, right? Like I'm thinking that's the extent of their rule changes, not like level 25 raids. That's a huge change. He's getting really close to that guy. And now he's going to pass through that wall. And hopefully he comes back. There we go. Yeah, so there's a reason for that. And I called it years ago when I was actually talking to Agrand that whenever they hired Holly Longdale, I knew that this was kind of gonna be the end result, because they saw what Holly Longdale was doing. She was the executive producer for EQ before she left to go to Blizzard, and I knew that they were gonna do seasonal updates, and I knew they were gonna do different rule sets because of the fact that they hired Holly Longdale. And Agren was like, he couldn't really confirm it at the time because Classic was so new. This was like 2020, but he was like, I see what you're saying. And it was like wink, wink. He can't, because he's got to be careful what he says. And I would never disrespect him by, like, let me go put this on Twitter now. I would never do that. Or, let me tell everybody on Twitch, all three of my Twitch viewers. But I can tell they care about the project. I can tell they want it to succeed. And I think that some patience and some open mindedness, as you said, is in order here. So, and that's precisely why I'm going to be supporting it. And I'm already linking up with my old guildmates to see if they want to do some runs and stuff. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a good time out here on the MMocracy stream as we discover the season of discovery. I don't think you get all that good of experience here. I'm just gonna say it, stream. I don't think your experience bar moves enough here to justify how much of a pain in the butt it is to fight these guys. Can we go check out the over there? It's not like I have like a set agenda that I need to do. What level does down near start? This says down there starts at 25. I don't know. I feel like kind of scared to go in there without some of these level 29 spells. But yeah, now my dilemma is what do I play on Season of Discovery? But the good news is uh actually I don't need this cuz I'm about to run. The good news is that Season of Discovery, the level cap is so forgiving that I could probably level multiple alts and it's really not going to be like that time consuming. Let's check out the over there. I need to head this way. So I could go from like, maybe trying a healer mage to a tanking shaman to a tanking rogue. Ooh, tanking rogue. That sounds fun. What do you guys think of that? Tank rogue? Now I got to start coming up with a best friend style story for him. I have an actual backstory written for Mr. Best Friend, my character here. And I may skip streaming tomorrow night just to put this video together because I am that excited about the video. And I think it may take multiple days to do. Because I'm gonna have to do some work on like recording some B-roll footage. I'm gonna have to do some work on Microsoft Paint. Yes, the very illustrious Microsoft Paint to make some funny images. And then we will do the reveal live on stream of Mr. Best Friend's origin story. But I'm really excited to do that. And it'll make a good it'll make a good be right back type video where when I roll, when I have to do a 5 minute, excuse me, oh my goodness. When I have to do a 5 minute break, I can just roll this video and people have something to watch. And I should also at some point, oh wait a minute. Yeah, this is the over there. Okay. I should also at some point make just like kind of a compilation video to play for you guys to watch when we're doing our breaks. Okay, so we're in the over there. I have never like gone here to level. With the exception of maybe on my druid for just like, I mean, I don't know, very, very brief time, but I'm seeing like mainly greens. Just pulling up the wiki. I'll flip over so you guys can see as well. So there's like a map here, and you can see. So I'm like here. This says low level mobs 23 to 29. Obviously, I don't want to go up here because it's very low level mobs 15 to 23. 23 to 29 Iksar statue. So I'm seeing like a smattering of green mobs, which makes sense. But up to 29, like I should be finding something. I'm not going to give up just yet just because I haven't seen anything. We're just going to summon a pet here and give this a shot. Thinking it's mainly like it's an outdoor type zone. There's probably not going to be a lot of scary caster mobs. So if things do get dicey, I can always feign death. Let's see. Low level pet. I was kind of hoping to score the brute camp in Warslicks. Okay, this one is close. You were close, Lasarn, but not quite. Not quite there. I love the Reclaim Energy spell. For like 27 levels, I didn't know it existed, so I was just... It would take me so long to summon a max level pet because I didn't realize I could do this. And the Earl Grey is tasting good tonight. Yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching and joining my stream. It's been just such a great journey to get this going again after so many years of not doing it. I wonder if these cockatrice... There was a cockatrice out there. Oh, he is. Oh, he's a green too. Okay. It's not certain. I think the ones that are not certain are not high enough level. And what would be really great is if I could get my level 24 pet components and research the level 24 pet. But I think that's just the price you pay for not... we're just going to go with this. We're going to go with this this level pet because I'm kind of getting tired of summoning pets. We need Intensified Death. We need Leech. And what should fill the 6th slot? Shock of Poison. Yeah, it's been absolutely awesome doing this. I guess this would be my, what, 3rd run at streaming since 2012. I mean, I never really committed a whole lot of time to it up until 2021. And I really, now that I think back, I only streamed for like a month solid. So this is the longest and the hardest I've grinded at it. And I don't really get deterred by the fact that I'm not sitting at the top of the Everquest streams because I just enjoy doing it. And I now have people that regularly watch my YouTube content as well. Yeah, these are way low level. What's going on? 23 to 29. I don't know about that. Let's see. What's on the wiki? There's... It says Sarnak Tower. We like killing Sarnaks. Maybe they're level appropriate Sarnaks? The wiki says it's inside the level 30 to 33 zone. But maybe there'll be an exception. The problem is when I hear Sarnak Tower, I immediately, oh yeah, look. Wow. It just turns into like red cons. Just, yeah, red con, Sarnak Partisan. Okay, we'll head back this way. Seems like all the good spots you want to go to are always camped. Oh wow, there's a red there. And you're kind of stuck dealing with the leftovers. Especially right now, there's like 800 people online. Which is good. I feel like maybe the server pop is starting to rebound from the Quorum, like initial Quorum craze. I don't really know what's going on with Quorum. I don't pay attention, and especially now that Season of Discovery is coming out, like, um, Monarch Rhino. These are all like low greens, like too low to get experience greens. That one will give me experience, but there's kind of a sweet spot where you want to get. Oh, I might end up fighting him not by choice. Nope, there we go. There's kind of a sweet spot where you want to get return on your mana investment. Sarnak Youth. Yeah, when the wiki says 23 to 29, I was thinking there'd be maybe more 27s, 28s than there are. That does not appear to be the case. Of course, we always have a Lakeaville Omen we can fall back on if this doesn't work out. Okay, we have a pit on the map that's called the Mud Pit. Tigers are green, tigresses are too low. We have a blue. And obviously I don't want to fight here. This is a little too dicey. Cactuses are non-KOS. There is a clock. There's a clock out here? I can vendor here? I don't have anything to vendor, but I guess that's an added bonus. Oh, the rhinos are KOS. I expected that rhino. I guess that makes sense. Rhinos are scary. Alright, let's go. Ah, he's fast. Did he resist my snare? He must have resisted my snare. We just want him like way high up on the hill here so we don't have to hopefully deal with enemies. My fear was interrupted. Okay, he's going like the wrong way. But I don't see anything out there that's gonna fight my pets, so we're good. Sorry, I had to go do stuff for the grandparents. They're having one of their elderly days where they can scream and shout for anything and everything. Then the dog had to vomit on my floor. That sounds rough, man. I'm sorry. No need to apologize. You got adult things you're dealing with. I'm over here playing my 24-year-old elf simulator. This game's older than my girlfriend. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. I just think it's funny. Let's see. This guy will give experience. I'm curious if these will petrify my pet. Or me. I really don't want to get... Yeah. Yeah. I think they came out about the same time. I'm not sure why I even said that. I just think it's... When I hear 24, I think of her. I wonder if there's anything in those ruins over there that are worthy of killing. I'm older than somebody finally. Yeah, you're the youngin' in this place. I think most of our viewers are probably 35 plus. Skiff's got us all beat. He's the old timer. He's the wise elder of the stream. Okay, we need the game to path some other experience giving mobs to us. Hanging around EQ streams. Might as well be an infant. I think there are people that stream muds. I don't know why anybody would watch that. There's nobody live right now. Let's see. When's the last time somebody streamed a mud 5 days ago? I wonder what mud they were streaming. It's like okay, so I have this thing. People that use the like fake webcam where it's not them, it's like a weird cartoon thing. Unless it's like a really cute cartoon character, I think it's just weird. I won't name names. VTuber, is that what that's called? Sarnak Flunky. I think he drops components for the Hungry Earth. There's a guy that I followed, and I don't really know why I followed him, and I kind of feel bad for him. But he uses that, and his character is like, honest to God, one of the creepiest things I have ever seen. It's like as if he's Luigi from Mario and Luigi, but he has like a mullet, not a mullet, like an afro. It's so scary. They pay huge amounts to get him made. I really hope this guy's not paying money for that because it looks so like he had to be using like a free one. It looks so like janky. There's some that I've seen on YouTube that are like my kids watch them and they're like look like puppies or hamsters or whatever, and those ones look like yeah, that could be expensive. This one looks like it's animated in like 12 FPS, and it's so weird. I'm not gonna tell him that, and I don't watch his stream. I don't know why I have him followed still. Saw one of a busty young woman. It turns out to be a deep husky voice. Yeah, it frightens me. I guess if you're afraid to be on camera, then it's that part is good. But like, just turn your webcam off. I used to stream with no webcam. I didn't even have one. It was just me and my voice. And that was, I mean, I had way more viewers then than I have now. I don't know what we hit like the jackpot with just like it was the right timing because it was COVID still, so a lot of people are stuck indoors. There wasn't a lot of like super popular EQ streams. I don't think some of the ones that are like really popular now had started yet. Yeah, I think that's kind of I agree. Like it's not it's not like meant to be like a hate thing that I think it's weird. I just the characters themselves creep me out and like I don't know. I gotta stop being so judgy. I gotta stop being so judgmental. Maybe that'll be my New Year's resolution. It's not, I don't know. I'm not trying to judge like the streamer. I'm judging their choice of like weird animated, poorly animated thing on their stream that just looks so creepy. What's this? Stone glint lime plume. That sounds like something out of Elden Ring. I wasn't trying to say it was a hate thing. No, I know you're not. I know you, Skyless. What's the deal with this stone glint lime plume? Stone glint lime plume. That's for Quinn's quest. That's for the quest for the mechanical Iksar tail that has no purpose in Project 1999. We'll pull this rhino. I don't know if I can see him from here, but we're going to try. There we go. VTuber is the name for that, huh? Ah, dang. Is he just like extraordinarily fast? Because I've snared him and he is just moving. Uh-oh. Do they here we're about to learn if they social. It does not appear to be the case, so we're probably good. We're just gonna move over here. Where is he at? He's over there. Virtual tuber. That's like a virtual potato, right? A tuber? Huh? No? Okay. Bad joke. I would play the boo sound effect, but I'm busy getting gored by a Kunark rhino. At least the mobs are decently spaced out. I can fear kite here. It's definitely not the best experience, though. I may go ahead and head back to the Sarnak fort. This was probably a good spot 2 or 3 levels ago for me. Does not really appear to be a good spot now. Yeah, I got like just a blip, just a tiny blip of experience. We are going back to Sarnak Fort, boys. Actually, no. We're going to do one more thing before we go back to Sarnak Fort. We're going to check the brute camp one last time. We might get lucky. So yeah, there's people making money hand over fist off those weird avatars then. The ones that my kids watch are like really well done though. Like they look it looks like a real cat, like a real anthropomorphic cat talking to them. And I can see why they like it because it's like it's a cat. How non-threatening is that, you know? For kids, that's important. Versus like, who's this strange old guy playing this old video game? Over $500. Whoa. People are shelling out some cash. It's kind of cool. There's like a whole industry around streaming. Whether it's, the people like the guy who made my artwork, people make videos. They'll edit your videos. Like if I wanted to, I could pay somebody, like just send them gigabyte after gigabyte of video and just be like, "Hey, edit this for me." I'm not going to do that. I'm going to learn to do it myself. I actually like editing video, but it's really time consuming. It took me 45 minutes to record 3 minutes worth of audio earlier and cut it down to where it was like it flowed and it made sense. 45 minutes just to do that. And it's probably going to take me 3 or 4 hours to record uh 3 minutes worth of video and edit it and cut it down. But I want to keep working on it because one thing I like about doing this is it's a skill. Like uh it may not be a skill that I make like money off of, but if later on I'm like, somebody needs a video edited, I can be like, "Hey, I know how to do that." It's a hobby that translates a little bit better to a real life application than like just playing the games. Like gaming is a hobby too, but I don't think anybody's ever gonna, except in very rare instances, come up to you and be like, "Hey, will you play this video game for me? I need help with this video game." Versus if I can work on projects for work or, you know, later on if I get into a band again, I can edit video for the band. There's different things I can do with that. And it's like a whole discipline between the audio, the streaming, just learning the audio side of this. I never realized how much work goes into some of these YouTube videos. And it makes me have more respect for some of the YouTubers that I've started coming to the realization that like not all the YouTubers are made equal. Not as like a person, but I mean like as far as their talents and their abilities. And so now there's some certain YouTubers that I watch that I'm like, man, this guy knows like what he's doing. Like this guy is good. Looks like the brutes are camped. Let's see if he's gonna be here a while. These are good. This is a good money making spot. I figure that was the guy. When I talked to the last guy, he said, yeah, somebody else is waiting to take the spot. So there's other mobs to kill elsewhere. We'll check this spot over here, but it's most likely going to be camped as well. It's like peak hours right now. Let's see, where am I at in here? There we go. Oh no, this spot's open. Yeah, let's do this stream. It's not going to be as fast as the 3 brute camp, but I mean, it's still 2 brutes. They have 6-minute spawn timers. I claim this camp be under the service of the Caste Nation. May we plant our flag. So I guess that means the clock's ticking for Mr. Best Friend, because with Season of Discovery coming November 30th, we'll see how far we go. I'm not gonna finish for sure. That's just too. You're not gonna finish to level 60 in a month or less than a month. And maybe what we'll do is we'll stream like alternate nights or something. WoW one day, EQ the next. Yeah, I don't want to give up on Mr. Best Friend. Can't have that. We're not gonna give up on you. But it is the MMocracy, and that's why I named it the MMocracy, so that we could branch out. I didn't want. I was almost gonna go just full EQ, but I said no. We wanna branch out. We need to leave some room for expansion. Speaking of expansion, they're also releasing Cataclysm around the same time, I think, or maybe a little bit later. WoW Classic Cataclysm. Cataclysm is a very divisive topic amongst the WoW community. A lot of longtime players feel like that was the turning point. We'll keep Intensify Death up. A lot of people point to how the world changed. You know, the talent. I think they did talent changes. We pull this guy all the way back. Oh, goodness. And these don't social, so as long as I just watch my pet and make sure he doesn't go all the way out there into that room. Like right there. He should not social. We're going to watch just to be sure. But I've been told, yep, he doesn't social, so I don't know how my pet has aggro. We need to get the new snare up on him. Reiko. What a weird name. Oh wait, we can. He's no longer gonna move. Nice. I think we got kind of lucky. This guy just showed up about what, while midway through the first pull. And supposedly these guys are good money. I haven't done it. I haven't done this camp yet, so we'll find out. But Dak Dog, one of my subscribers, told me that this is where he made a ton of money, like 1,000 platinum, just leveling up. Speaking of like video editing being a skill, so my next assignment for my last college class, I have to make a PowerPoint, and I could just put all the thing like the content in the notes portion of the PowerPoint, but it said it was optional. I could make a video. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna record a video. I'm gonna edit the video. I think it's gonna be really cool. Like I'm gonna put a little bit of time into making this a good video. It'll probably save my grade when I bomb this final exam. I have to take a final exam. I've gone to school at this school for 10 years. I've never had to take an exam. Maybe like once I had to take a test. And now all of a sudden they want me to take a test. And I'm like, really? Okay. Luckily, it only counts for like 3% of my grades, so I'm not worried about it at all. I just thought it was weird. I can't see my target. Get back here. My pet must be a little monster. He's pulling aggro really well. Oh no. Resisted my fear. He resisted another fear. Now we execute the nuclear option. Or we'll just get bashed. Yeah, sure. We're gonna show my stream your pony. They can't see the that's not gory. I know, but it's not like you like have her like eviscerated. That's your gory pony.
Yeah.
That's cute. Okay, where do I grab it?
Oh, don't grab it anymore.
Okay, gotta hold it up. All right, get ready. Here's the gory pony. Uh, uh, oh. She put blood on the pony. This is what my girlfriend spends her free time doing.
I painted the eyes.
Taking innocent child's things and putting. You did that?
Yeah, it was
Oh, that's good. You're an artist. Are you gonna stream tonight? No? Yeah. We should raid your stream whenever you stream. It's when we all show up on your stream instead of mine. We're not gonna be like mean or anything. It's not like a nasty raid. So when you raid, you basically take all your viewers and like slap them over on another stream. It is kind of funny. One time I got raided, I had 100 people all of a sudden. It was like everything started going nuts, and I was like, whoa. All right. So one of the good things I just saw the experience bar move. I'll be the meanest raider there, so any won't be any there. I'll be the meanest raider, so there won't be anyone to make it uncomfortable. Yeah, somebody said something like really nasty to her, and I was watching her stream, and not super nasty. Well, somebody called her a racial slur, believe it or not. I won't repeat it here. I don't want to get canceled, but yeah, they called her a racial slur. And then another person said something kind of like they were being pervy. And I was actually in the chat, and I was like, this dude's being pervy on you, just a heads up. And she was like, what? And she froze up because she didn't know what to do. I felt so bad for her. And then she's like, I don't understand. Like, I'm not doing. She does it in like. She wears like clothes. Like, she wears a lot of clothes. She's like, I don't understand why this is happening. I'm like, I don't either. It's Twitch. I think you told me, Skyless, it's like the girl. She was using the girl gamer stream tag, and I think that's one of the issues. Yeah, I don't think she knew, and I didn't know because I'm not a girl hashtag girl grammar to know that that's like something you avoid. This right here is why the 3 brute camp is ideal. As you can see, I've got some, or yeah, girl steamer, you. Girl streamer tag will attract the weirdos. Yeah, she had some weirdos, like, and I feel bad for her because she just wants to like stream and like play keep music and talk about her little Animal Crossing island. Like, she's not trying to get that kind of attention. And she even says she mainly is like trying to get like other girl viewers. Like, she's like I want to be like a girl power stream, and we talk girly stuff. It's not like she's like, oh, haha, oh, what's your name? But it makes her really uncomfortable. Yeah, exactly. It's these like, uh, basically, they're basically cam girls on this platform. I, I don't understand it. Why not just? I mean, I guess I understand it. They're making money, right? Like, there's dudes out there throwing money at these girls, and that's why they're doing it. But it brings a different dynamic to the whole platform of Twitch overall. I told her maybe check out streaming on YouTube. I might try to help her set that up. Maybe Twitch just isn't the place to go. Honestly, I would multi-stream to YouTube as well, but one, I think they changed their terms of service and you're no longer allowed to do it. And also, I can't use the Twitch VOD track like you can on on OBS so that I don't get the copyright strikes on my music. You get the 13-year-old pervs. I mean, that's what it seemed like they were anyway. Oh my gosh, I can't cast on him because he's moving around the corners. I like the noises he makes. He's like, oh no, his fear broke right here. Never fear. We'll life tap him. Twitch is tame compared to some of those 13-year-olds. No kidding. I guess like I've heard horror stories. I never really experienced it myself because I didn't grow up playing Xbox Live like some people, but I've heard the horror stories of like Xbox Live 13-year-olds just being like absolutely nasty. And I guess I did experience that on Rust, the game Rust. And now they have children. Yeah, that's true. If you think about it, if they were 13 in 2010, they're now like 25, 26. Oh, that's scary. Thanks for that, Skyless. Yeah, Xbox Live was came out the year I turned 18, and it came out on the OG Xbox with a giant controller. But it wasn't, to my recommend or recollection, it wasn't that bad back then. Like I remember playing Halo 2 on there, and I remember thinking like this ain't that bad. Oh, I can't see him. Like there was smack talkers, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like what I heard about on Call of Duty like, 6, 7 years later. We need to get Allure of Death back up on myself. We're gonna chain fear him to try to keep. Don't go behind that corner. Oh, I got him. Okay. I love chain fearing. I don't understand why men have such fond memories of being the most awful human alive. Oh, are they like they brag about it? So I dealt with it on Rust. It was like 2016, 2017, and there was some like real young kids on there, and they were saying like awful stuff, racial slurs, the whole 9 yards. But I actually recruited the rest of the Rust server to like band together and kick these guys out, and we like raided their base and destroyed their base, and then they tried to build a new base, and we like banded together. Or I just went there myself actually and found them and killed them again. They had this super awesome tower. It was like this huge tower, and they thought they were so great. And we banded together, we raided it, we blew it up, and then they went to like the way far end of the map, and they started building their crappy little like wood hut, and I found them and like mowed them down with a machine gun. And then they quit and they never came back. But then when they left, I kind of lost interest too because it was like they were like the antagonist of the story, and when they were gone, it was like, what do I do now? I built a base. I don't know if I still have the screenshot. I think I do on my old computer. I built a base so big on Rust that the um people who came in, they thought it was the admin's base. Like they thought it was the base of the guys who could like give themselves unlimited resources. Not bad. The experience bar is moving. I'll take it. Man, it's already 9 o'clock. Where does the time go? I guess I got some good video editing in, so that's where some of the time went. Overall, kind of quiet night in the stream though. Folks must be doing some other things. People are always bragging about how they were on there, and now kids of today are like, I'm gonna one up them. Dang. Yeah, I enjoyed Xbox Live when it first came out. It was like Mech Assault, Halo 2, Fantasy Star Online was on there. That was the one I really liked. And they had fixed a lot of the bugs and the issues that were in Fantasy Star Online on the Dreamcast, because that game on the Dreamcast, people could like, if you joined the wrong person's game, they called it I think glitch or null glitch, and you would turn into a character named Null, and you'd be level 0, and you'd lose all your items. Like people would do that to each other on there. And the original version of that game too, when you died, you dropped your weapon on the ground, which I think is just like horrible. Imagine having the best weapon in the game and you drop it, and some 10-year-old kid's like, sweet. Actually, I really enjoy Fantasy Star. I think now with WoW Season of Discovery, I probably won't stream Fantasy Star, even though I've been wanting to. I've been kind of wanting to stick to EQ and work on this challenge. And being almost halfway to 29, that's pretty good progress. I just can't believe how long it's taking. I've been doing this for 2 months. There's probably people out there that could have leveled to 55 in 2 months. If I was grouping, I'd probably be like level 45 by now. The moral of the story is I would avoid YouTube streaming. Duly noted. I used to multicast to Twitch and YouTube, and I don't think I ever had a single person like join my YouTube stream. And then I had to have like multiple chats up, and I didn't like it. And then I wouldn't be able to play the music that I want to play because they would copyright strike me like right away. But if you go to my YouTube channel, none of this music is playing on the YouTube channel. We're going to go hard on this brute because I don't want the other brute to pop in the middle of this fight. So if this fight takes too long, that other brute's going to pop. Why is it playing Spotify? You're letting me down. It's going good so far. My pet needs a new buff. Finish him, pet. I guess I can park over here. It's safe now. 14 gold, not bad. And they look like they're split up pretty good. I get about, what, half a blue? Or my brain like short circuited there. Half a blue per kill. So it's slow, but it's steady. And it's safe. Safe is important in this game because you take a lot more time and lose a lot more experience when you die. Beer. I'll read the comment in just a second. We'll have plenty of downtime here. Believe me. Six and a half minutes between spawns, so one more fear. And it's one of those things where it's like you get a good camp, you just stick it out in the good camp. May not be the best camp, but it's a good camp, and it's my camp. Skyless Raven says I had to have a deep talk with my grandmother today. She was making assumptions about my favorite person, which she would know is not true if she bothered to ever talk to her. It's been 5 years, and I can count on my fingers the amount of times my grandmother bothered to talk. You had what we call a tough conversation. That's good. It's good that you had the courage to say what you needed to say, assert your boundaries in a healthy way. That shows emotional intelligence. Those conversations aren't easy, and it's easy to have like there's some avoidance mechanism in our brains where we're like, I just don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it. But if you don't have those conversations, then typically the situation gets worse. And it sounds like it was getting to a point where you're like, okay, I need to have this conversation. Was she receptive? Did she listen, or did she just get defensive and kind of blow it off? That was some good Earl Grey. I'm gonna whisper this person and ask them shoeless. Oh, I keep spelling their name wrong. Yeah, you definitely have enough mana in this camp. Well, yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. I've already gotten this. I don't need. I've already gotten 2 gems. This one here, the amber, I think is like a 2 plat, but this one might be one of those like 9 plat payday gems. And one of the biggest money sinks that I think I'll have as a solo cell phone is the research training. Like I'm gonna get to a point here soon where research training is gonna cost one platinum per. So having that cash stack will help me out. Time will tell because she has this thing. She will agree and then talk behind your back, then gaslight you into her being the better person. I've gotten